So you want to learn how to get an absolutely massive amount of sales on Shopify fast. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how that process is done, as well as a bit of truth behind the whole get-rich-quick scheme idea of dropshipping. Hey guys, this is Zach, welcome back, and if you're new, get all the secrets of the e-commerce world simply by subscribing to my channel and hitting that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how one would go about getting a massive amount of orders on their Shopify store very fast. And now, I didn't want to make this video because it does seem very spammy and it does seem very unrealistic. However, as an e-commerce YouTuber, I have seen a bunch of other channels making videos like this, and I have to say it bothers me because you get a lot of new people going onto YouTube to try and learn about e-commerce and dropshipping and potentially start their own stores. You have all these gurus telling them that it's very possible to make a bunch of money right at the start, that I did it, you can too. And the truth behind that is that it's very difficult to do this, and it takes a lot of time to get up to this point without running into problems. So in this video, I'm actually giving you the truth behind how you can go about getting a bunch of sales on your Shopify store very, very quickly. I'm talking within 24 hours you can get hundreds of sales. It's a very simple strategy. However, it's very hard for newbies to do. And this isn't what other gurus are going to tell you, but this is what I'm going to tell you in this video. I'm going to tell you what to look out for. And if you want to go for this, if you want to go big baller, yeah, go ahead and follow this. I'm not stopping you, and it definitely can work if you know what you're doing. So everybody can get massive sales. Like I said, it just takes a little bit of time, but to avoid either being discouraged or ruined financially, I would highly recommend against this strategy and against these strategies that all of the other gurus are telling you, because it does have potential to ruin you, and it does have the potential for you to form a Shopify store that is not, it doesn't have the longevity, and it's just not sustainable, and for most people it's not going to work if they jump right into it. This is really a strategy for people that know they have a good store, they know they have a good product, and they're ready to start investing a lot of money into their store. And I feel like I'm going to get a good mix of newbies and experienced people on this video, so I'm still going to explain some generic concepts. However, the main concept and the main trick that you're going to be using for getting a massive amount of sales is simply by dumping a ton of money into Instagram influencers. And throughout my entire research session, and I have seen so many videos sprouting this. I saw a video how I made $50,000 in one day. You want to know how they did it? They dropped multiple thousands of dollars into influencers. That's it. That's all it is. And every single other video is the exact same thing. And now you may be like, Zach, isn't this super easy? You just give Instagram influencers money and they give you a shout out and you get money back. That's the ultimate dumbed down version, but there's so much behind it that if you just try and dump money into influencers, you will lose so much money and get nowhere close to the amount of success that all these gurus are sprouting. And I guess this explains why on every single Instagram page that I look at, there are a ton of absolutely horrible shout outs that look like they were made by a 5-year-old, or that are targeted wrong, or the products are absolutely terrible. It just all does not come together. But so many people think this is the way to get rich because that's all that they're told. And I think the biggest problem is that people try this when they don't have a good store or a good product to sell. If you don't have either of those two things, you're not going to succeed. And they drop a bunch of money into it without knowing this. So this strategy, like I said, is for people that know they have a good store and product and are just wanting to get more exposure on it. So if you do have these things, and when you pay these influencers for the shout outs, you'll get an absolutely massive amount of visitors to your website, and incidentally, if you do have a good website, sales. And additionally, with this wide scale campaign, you're going to put your brand's name and image into thousands upon thousands of people's heads, which is fantastic because, as I'll explain later on in the video, you can reuse use some of these influencers and you'll be targeting and marketing to a bunch of people that already know your brand exists, which in turn increases conversions. So it's really proportionate to how much money you want to put into influencers at the start. Now you'll have people telling you, oh, just go look at their engagement rate and see if they upload nice pictures. And then if it's all good, then yeah, go ahead and post on those pages. And that couldn't be further from the truth. While those are things that you have to look at, a big portion of finding good influencers to use, especially on such a massive scale like this, is you need to make sure that a lot of people also don't use this strategy on those accounts. So many of the so-called good accounts that I see a bunch of people praising are actually accounts that post so many influencer posts that their users are absolutely tired of them and none of this advertising works. So if you do want to utilize this strategy and you do want to put a bunch of money into influencers and get a bunch of money out, really the only way that you can do this is by using influencers that are not massive. Okay, I'm talking you need to diversify here. What I would recommend, my game plan here, is finding a network of about 10 to 20, even more than that if you really want to go out, but between 10 and 20 is really good for a large scale campaign that you want to set out of influencers. Okay, and these influencers, I would recommend that they're between 20 and maybe 50 at the max 1,000 followers in size. The reason why I chose this size is because in that range, shoutouts tend to be very, very cheap, especially if you're only launching the campaign for a few hours. And additionally, a lot of their followers are going to be very, very passionate about what the account is posting, because if they are this small, they're not posting that many shoutouts. Hell, if you're hitting up a 20,000 follower page, there's a very good chance that you may actually be the first shout out that they have on their page. And the benefit to this is that when you're advertising on these accounts, their followers are fresh. They never see advertisements, so you could show them even the most generic product and they'll be like, wow, that's incredible. You're getting your product out in front of a bunch of people that have never seen it before, as opposed to everybody that's trying to do influencer shout outs on pages with 100,000 plus followers that are doing shout outs every other day and just totally destroying their followers. So say you do about 10, 20 to 40,000 follower pages, right? Each of those shoutouts is going to be about $10 or $20. I would definitely not go more than that. You'll probably end up seeing $10, right? So you'll spend about $150 on shoutouts to get your posts out in front of about 300,000 people. And that doesn't even count people tagging their friends in your posts or hitting the explore page or hashtags or anything like that. That's just counting on the followers. And yes, there's going to be some overlap between followers, but there's really not going to be that much, especially if there's a bunch of different accounts within your niche. So when you have this huge net out that only costs you $150, maybe $200 that you cast out, and you're reaching so many people, you're absolutely almost guaranteed to reach a profit and then soar beyond that. But it doesn't stop there. You can get even more money, and people don't talk about this. What you need to do is, once you run these advertisements and you get the sales and you get some people on your page, what you can then do is move over to the Facebook platform and run some retargeting advertisements. And this is actually where you're gonna pick up a huge portion of your sales, because with these shoutouts, when you're showing it to so many people, you're gonna get a bunch of website visitors, right? If a healthy conversion rate is only about 3, maybe 5%, which is really, really good. Even 2% is pretty average. You're gonna get 98 to 95% of people just looking at the product and then leaving the store, right? What you're going to do, you're not gonna let these people run away. No. No. You paid for them to get to your store. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get on Facebook and you're going to retarget them. And what retargeting does is it allows you to target people that have done certain things on your website. So the thing that I would recommend is just people that have viewed your page within the past so many days and run advertisements to them. Okay, this is so fantastic because it's people that have shown enough interest in your product to actually go to your website and look at it. So now once you put your brand image in front of them and you put your product in front of them again, again, there's a very good chance that they'll convert because they're already warm, they know your product, and they might just need that little extra push to actually buy from you. So this will allow you to massively scale over Facebook. You can put a huge budget into this because you will have a bunch of people, and you can also create a lookalike audience from the people that have purchased from that campaign, which will then, if enough people purchase, which if you spend enough money, you should get a couple hundred purchases, you can then create a lookalike audience on Facebook, which will then provide an audience that looks very similar to the people that bought from you, and boom, you've just scaled on the Facebook for a very specific targeting that is going to convert so much better than if you were to just run cold, totally guess traffic, like I guess that they like so-and-so in the targeting, and then run those ads. This is going to convert infinitely better. And guys, it's the combination of these two things that is going to bring you so much money. But I need to give you another disclaimer here, okay? This can only be done by people that know they have a good store, know they have a good product, and actually know what they are doing. If you are just getting into dropshipping, do not do this, okay? Watch my other videos. I have a bunch of newbie-friendly videos. Do not do this. You will fail, you will lose money, okay? This is for people that already are making sales, know their website and product works, and they want to scale up. Do not listen to all the gurus out there telling you this is a thing, dropshipping is a get-rich-quick scheme, and that you can quickly make money. No, everybody's lying about this, everybody is just trying to get you to buy their course. This is absolutely terrible and not the reality of the situation. They're trying to hype you up. And guys, that's it. Be careful out there. If you enjoyed what I said and how I said it, consider subscribing by hitting that button down there. Additionally, check out those videos over there. Very important videos. I think you'd benefit from them. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around.